Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into some of the most inspiring stories in the world of football. We're talking about clubs that started from the absolute bottom, with nothing but a dream and a ball, and climbed their way to the very top, becoming the global giants we know and love today. These are the ultimate underdog stories, proving that with passion, dedication, and a bit of luck, anything is possible. So grab your scarves, get comfortable, and let's kick off our journey through football history. First up, let's talk about a team whose name is synonymous with success, Manchester United. It's hard to imagine now, but the Red Devils weren't always the powerhouse they are today. The club was actually founded in 1878 by the Carriage and Wagon Department of the Lancashire and Yorkshire Railway Depot at Newton Heath. They were literally a works team, called Newton Heath LYR Football Club. Their first ever recorded match was a 6-0 loss to Bolton Wanderers reserve team, not exactly a glorious start. They played on a small, rough pitch near the railway line, and their early years were spent bouncing between the first and second divisions. In the early 1900s, the club was on the brink of bankruptcy. They were over £2,600 in debt, which was a massive amount back then. It looked like the end. But then, in a twist of fate, the club captain's dog, ASD, Bernard named Major, ran off during a fundraising event. The dog was found by a wealthy local brewery owner, John Henry Davies. He was so taken with the dog that he decided to meet the owner, and upon hearing of the club's financial troubles, he decided to invest. He paid off their debts and, in 1902, the club was reborn with a new name, Manchester United. This was the turning point. They moved to Old Trafford in 1910, which would become known as the Theatre of Dreams, and the foundations for a future dynasty were laid. It's a wild story. The lost dog literally saved one of the biggest clubs in the world from disappearing forever. Next, let's head over to Spain, to the heart of Catalonia, and talk about FC Barcelona. Barca's story is deeply intertwined with Catalan identity. The club was founded in 1899 by a group of Swiss, Catalan, English, and Spanish footballers led by Joan Gamper. He placed an ad in a local newspaper looking for players interested in forming a football club. Only 11 people responded, and that's how FC Barcelona was born. Their first crest was the city of Barcelona's coat of arms, showing their immediate connection to their home. During the dark years of the Spanish Civil War and the subsequent Franco dictatorship, the club became more than just a football club. It became a symbol of Catalan culture and freedom, a beacon of identity when the Catalan language and flag were banned. The motto's Q and Club, or more than a club, wasn't just a marketing slogan, it was a reality lived by its fans. Playing for and supporting Barca was an act of defiance. From these politically charged and humble beginnings, the club grew. The arrival of legendary players like Laszlo Cabal in the 50s and later Johan Cruyff in the 70s, both as a player and then as a manager, transformed Barcelona's fortunes. Cruyff, in particular, instilled the total football philosophy and established the La Masia Youth Academy, a conveyor belt of talent that would later produce legends like Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta, cementing Barca's place as a global footballing superpower. Now, let us travel to Germany and look at a club that truly embodies the spirit of its community, Borussia Dortmund. Founded in 1909 by a group of young men in the back room of a local pub, the club was a rebellion of sorts. They were unhappy with the local Catholic Church-sponsored team, which was more focused on piety than passion for the game. They decided to break away and form their own club, naming it Borussia after a local brewery. Their early years were modest, to say the least. They played in a simple blue and white striped shirt with a red sash, and it wasn't until a few years later they adopted their iconic black and yellow colors. For decades, Dortmund was a solid but unspectacular regional team. Their rise to prominence really began in the 1990s, under the guidance of legendary coach Ottmar Hitzfeld. They built a formidable team. They won back-to-back Bundesliga titles in '95 and '96. But the crowning achievement was their incredible victory in the 1997 UEFA Champions League final, where they defeated a star-studded Juventus team. This victory put Dortmund firmly on the European map. Despite facing near bankruptcy in the mid-2000s, the club rebuilt itself, focusing on young talent and a sustainable financial model. The Yellow Wall, their famous South Stand, is a testament to the club's passionate, working-class roots, and it's a symbol of a club that rose from a pub backroom to conquer Europe. Let's hop across the English Channel again, this time to London, to discuss Chelsea Football Club. Unlike the other clubs on our list, Chelsea's founding was a bit unconventional. In 1904, businessman Gus Mears acquired the Stamford Bridge Athletics Stadium. His plan was to lease it to an existing football club, but after a deal with Fulham FC fell through, he was left with a top-class stadium but no team to play in it. So, what did he do? He decided to create his own. In a pub opposite the stadium entrance, now aptly named the Butcher's Hook, Chelsea Football Club was born in 1905. They were immediately elected to the Football League without having ever kicked a ball, purely because of the quality of their stadium. For most of the 20th century, Chelsea was known as a stylish, glamorous club, but they were also wildly inconsistent, earning the nickname the Beautiful Losers. They won their first league title in 1955, but major, consistent success was elusive. They were more famous for celebrity fans and flashy football than for their trophy cabinet. Everything changed in 2003 when Russian billionaire Roman Abramovich bought the club. His immense investment transformed Chelsea almost overnight. He brought in world-class managers like Jose Mourinho and superstar players, turning the club into a dominant force in England and Europe. They went from a single league title in nearly 100 years to winning multiple Premier League titles, FA Cups, and to Champions League trophies. It is a staggering transformation from a club created simply to fill a stadium to one of the richest and most successful clubs on the planet. Finally, we head to Italy to talk about the old lady of Italian football, Juventus. Founded in 1897 by a group of students from Turin, their name Juventus literally means youth in Latin. Their original colors were not the famous black and white stripes, but pink. The story goes that they switched colors in 1903. The pink kits faded so easily in the wash that the club asked one of its English players, John Savage, if he had any connections back home who could supply better kits. He had a friend who was a Notts County fan, and so he shipped over their black and white striped kits to Turin, and the iconic bianconeri look was born. 4 years, Juventus was just one of many Italian clubs. Their destiny changed forever in 1923 when the Agnelli family, owners of the Fiat Automobile Company, took control of the club. This partnership between a club and a powerful industrial family was one of the first of its kind and created a model for success in Italian football. The Agnellis provided financial stability and professional management that was decades ahead of its time. This allowed Juventus to consistently attract the best players and dominate Italian football for generations, winning a record number of Serie A titles. From a group of students in pink shirts to a global sporting and business empire, Juventus's journey is a masterclass in how to build a lasting dynasty. So there you have it, 5 incredible stories of clubs that started with almost nothing and rose to become titans of the beautiful game. From a works team in Manchester to a group of students in Turin, their journeys are a powerful reminder that history, passion, and community are the real foundations of any great football club. Which club's story inspires you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of football. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.